And we should be live. Welcome to the Crypto Factor live stream. Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome. I just said welcome like 4 times. And we do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock, but we also do surprise live streams. So make sure you subscribe down below and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss them. Today we have a lot to talk about. It's gonna be a good show. I'm telling you, I can feel it. It's gonna be a good show. This channel is dedicated to the cryptopreneurs, the crypto investors, the people that want to succeed in crypto. So yeah, it's gonna be fine. And before we get started, real quick, tell me what you're drinking. Today I'm drinking whiskey, gold label, no water and no ice involved. This is what I'm drinking right here. We are doing good in crypto, so why not enjoy a little bit? Now, if you're wondering why I'm losing my voice, I was actually doing a private seminar in blockchain for some singers and artists. They had COVID tests, very safe. And yeah, I've talked a lot in a lot of videos, and that kind of got my voice going out. So I'm not dying, just so you all know. But tell me, what are you drinking down below? By the way, what are you guys drinking? Because I know it's not coffee, right? Because coffee is like a morning thing. It's an Ivan on Tech thing. We are an evening thing. We are like a whiskey, sort of alcohol, sort of milk, sort of drinking thing, right? So today we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how to make money in crypto, and we're going to talk about various ways. A lot of people don't talk about this. We're going to talk about crypto careers, how you can get a career in crypto, work in crypto, because the truth is, this is a very lucrative market. It's a great market. It's a trending market. You can really get involved and make money in this market. We're also going to talk about the best investment you can make in crypto. No one has talked about this, no other channel, no other influencer, or at least it didn't hit hard on this. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about XRP Ripple and further explain the lawsuit that's going on and a couple of objections I have from the XRP army. I'm not negative on that. I'm going to tell you my outlook. It's changed a little bit, but you don't know what it's changed into because I made a few videos that you guys didn't watch. So we're going to talk about that, right? We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Altseason. If Altseason is here and what to do about it, how to work, how you can benefit from it, and how you can maneuver, if you will, inside it. And I'm going to do something that a lot of people don't give you. I'm going to give you portfolio advice. See, a lot of influencers out there, I've seen videos. I watch a lot of videos. They're amazing, right? And they talk about this coin and that coin and that coin and this coin. Do your own research and not financial advice and all that stuff. And there's like 100 coins, and unless you like put $20 in each of them, like you really don't know what to get into, or you don't make enough gains. You need to it's good to diversify, but diversify doesn't mean go nuts over, right? So you have a coin goes up and oh my God, I made so much money, and you made like $10. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you a portfolio advice. I'm actually going to give you a starting portfolio that's going to work for you, right? Then I'm going to announce winners of last week's stream. So last week, somebody won something for the best something. What was it? It was the best question. No, it was the best way to give out the prize, right? Somebody won that. We're going to talk about that. And then the new contest for this week. So what we're going to do this week for next week. Because basically, we're going to do something today so we can give you next week prize. We're going to talk about that. We're going to announce some videos coming soon, some special interviews that are going to be, I'm super excited about because I'm going to start doing interviews again. For those of you on my channel that have been on my channel, you've seen I've pretty much, interviewed anybody who's anybody in crypto, including people like Antonopoulos, Roger Ver, Tone Vase, Scott Stornetta, Craig Wright, anybody you can possibly imagine I've interviewed on here. Got a few more people to interview though, and we're starting doing the interviews again. So we're got a couple of interviews coming, and also up and coming people, not just established pioneers and successful people, but up-and-coming people in crypto. We're going to be interviewing those people as well. I'm super excited about that because I really like helping people out. And we're going to talk about a few questions that have been asked, like how is blockchain different from Ledger blockchain? And we're going to go into AMA where you can ask me anything and so on. So let's jump in, but before we do that, let's see who's here. I see Zaib. I think it's Zaib Malik over here waiting. making it obvious he's waiting. He's like, I'm waiting. I'm here as well. Okay. We have Hisham Somroz saying, make sure to turn on the reminder. Yes, make sure you turn on the reminder so you don't miss the next show or shows in general. Zorab Khan, here we go. Yes, here we go. We have Josh Parson, are you there? Yes, I am here. We have me in the chat answering that I'm here, I'm getting ready. Awesome. Then we have, okay, so that's about it. And yes, okay, good, awesome. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Tell me what you're doing right now in the chat. What are you drinking? Are you drinking anything? I don't see anybody drinking anything. Are you drinking coffee? You better not be drunk. Drink some alcohol. What are you drinking, man? Be irresponsible. Be irresponsible in your life. I'm also drinking fizzy water. Anyway, let's jump right in. Oh, by the way, took your advice. This is not 4K. This is 1080p. Tell me what it looks like. Do you see a difference in quality? Do you see a faster response time? I'm actually streaming in 1080p by 60 FPS. Let me know if the quality is the same or if it's different or if you preferred 4K, which I don't think is going to be much of a difference on a live stream, to be honest with you. Anyway, Zorav's drinking coffee. Awesome. No milk and no sugar involved. Stirred, not shaken. All right, let's jump right in. So we're going to be adding timestamps to the description down below. So if you're just, if you're joining now and you're listening to this, you can jump to any part of the video. If you missed something, if you're watching now, you can go back and watch certain parts or jump forward into the future and watch this video at the end. I don't think you can do that unless it's playback. But anyway, it might be some surreal moment if you could. But anyway, and by the way, do hit that like button if you like this video. If you are excited as I am excited, please hit that like button. I already see, I think we have like 7 likes and 8 people watching. So I think that's like that's like 100% likes. That's awesome. So I can't ask anybody else to like this at this point unless it's playback. So let's move on. So let's talk about how you make money in crypto, because there's 2 ways. Well, there's 3 ways you can make money in crypto. One's investing and trading, right? I'm more of an investor. Some people are traders. But there's also entrepreneurship, and there's also intrapreneurship. And I want to explain the difference. An entrepreneur is somebody that has businesses, that takes risks, that makes his own businesses, right? And works in a certain sector or sectors. And we're going to talk about that. But we're also going to talk about an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur is somebody that thinks like an entrepreneur, has the qualities of an entrepreneur, but works for a company, and that's typically your CEOs, SEOs, CTOs, and these people make a lot of money. You can become a millionaire whether you're an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur, and I'll be quite honest with you, I'm a much better entrepreneur than what I am an entrepreneur. And yes, I do have businesses, but I also work for companies, and I actually do much better working for companies. It's just each person is built different, is wired different. Does that make sense? I'm more of like a success person, team, here we go person. I like to lead, but I like to be the one leading the army, not the country, if that makes sense. So we're going to talk about that. So it's not just trading or investing, just buying and holding, right? But you can make money in crypto right now. It's a big trend. So you got to get in. And you might not want to invest, or you don't want to invest any more money into crypto. So what can we do? We can do a few things, right? And feel free to comment and in the chat or in the comment section down below if I miss anything or if you have any ideas. Let's see if we have the same sort of ideas. Comment down below. But for example, merchandise, right? You can start a Shopify store right now or an Amazon store and just start selling crypto merchandise. I mean, if you look at Google, crypto and Bitcoin, Ethereum is up. You just make products. This could be mugs, this could be t-shirts, it could be anything, right? And if you don't have the capital to actually print these out and store them and send them, you can always do drop shipping. What drop shipping is, by the way, if I'm selling t-shirts, not this one, but if I'm selling t-shirts with like, I don't know, a unicorn on the front with Vitalik and I don't know, somebody else having fun. And I mean, high-fiving each other, having fun. And you want to sell that, right? You don't have to necessarily get 1,000 pieces of it so you can sell it. You can use a dropshipping company, a print-on-demand dropshipping company. So when somebody orders it, they will print it and deliver it, then give you your margin, your commission, if that makes sense. So it's not really a commission, but your price tag. So it's essentially having your own thing, your own shop, but printing when you need to print, so you don't have the storage fees or the initial startup fees. And it's very simple to do. Of course, it takes reading and takes some, you have to some research to do it, but it's very easy to do. And that's one way you can do it, right? You can learn the platform and so on. And obviously, you got to learn some SEO, and learn about it. But that's with everything in life, right? Another thing you can do is books or courses. If you know about crypto, if you know blah, 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 and like to study and know about blockchain, you can do the same thing with books. You can write your own book and sell it like I do. I sell it in physical stores. But you can also do print on demand on Amazon, KDP, Barnes & Noble. So for example, this book right here, The Crypto Factor, which is part of this channel, right? This is The Crypto Factor. You can buy this online on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and so forth, and it's print on demand. I don't print these. Now, I have other books that I do print, and I have stock. I have stocks where I send them out. But you don't need to do that in the beginning until you have proof of how can I put that? Proof of demand, or when there's more demand, so it's worth you actually printing them, if that makes sense. So that's another way. You can do an online course, right? You can do an online course and teach about blockchain, teach about trading, teach something that you're good about in crypto. And, a lot of people think it's hard. I'll tell you a secret, and this might sound like cheating, but it's not. You just download the course that's working and just do it in your own language. Do it in your own language, add your own stuff, like don't rip it off completely, right? But get the foundation of it and then translate it and release it into your own country, into your own language. There's huge demand for that. If you're from India, if you're from China, or if you're from Bangladesh, or I don't know, if you speak Hindi or some other absurd language, just translate it. You'll do very, very well. If you're Greek, you'll do very well, right? So that's another way, and a lot of people do this. And then the good thing is you can learn as you go on and get better and add to it. So you can always upgrade the course. You can always add modules to it as time passes by, if that makes sense. Let me just drink some water. Right? Let me check out the chat if anybody's got anything here. Well, actually, I'll check the chat in 1 second. Right? Another way is to do affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketing is selling other people's products. So if somebody has a crypto course, if somebody has a crypto gimmick, if somebody has cards, like the little ballet cards right here, for example, right? He might have an affiliate product for this. I'm not sure ballet does, but they might have an affiliate product or some other crypto product. Basically, what you can do is you can write blogs or do videos on YouTube and add your affiliate links to these products, or your own, if you have your own product, and sell those. You can also add affiliate links to exchanges, like Bybit, for example, or KuCoin, or Binance, which I've listed down below with affiliate link if you're interested, by the way. And people don't get charged more for it. They actually get bonuses, and it's just you get a cut, you get a reward from the company. So that's also affiliate marketing. You could do that in crypto, right? You could become a YouTuber, obviously, and promote books and products. I promote my books and my products on this channel. Not very, I don't really go all in. I don't really promote. I do a soft sell. But you could do that, right? Or if you're a crypto influencer or an advisor or CMO like I am in the blockchain space, you can use your YouTube. I don't know why I'm stuttering today. You can use your YouTube channel for yourself, for credibility, for advertising, to show people you know what you're talking about, right? And so on, which is mostly what I use this channel and my other channels for, right? You can get into NFTs, right? Non-fungible tokens, where you can create something on Rarible or OpenSea or Mintable and sell it. Now, obviously, it's a bit the times where you just put a picture and sell it are kind of gone, but you can do something smart. For example, did you know you can buy my book, The Crypto Factor? I'm not selling, I'm just giving an example. You can buy my book, The Crypto Factor, as an NFT. So you have the collectible, but when you buy it, you can actually download the book. But you can, that way you can buy it with Ethereum. Does that make sense? You can do the same thing with the crypto marketing playbook, or my other books, How to Sell a Pen. You could do that with the Closers series. You can do that with. You can actually do that just like music. You can put your music as NFTs. I have music that I used to be an MC and artist, and you can actually get my artwork, and you also get the track or an unreleased track or a very rare track I have, that you can just buy it and just be one of like 1,000 people that have it or something. So you could always get into NFTs if you're an MC, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you write books, if you write whatever. Just give them something to download, if that makes sense. So that's another way to make money. So you can see, as an entrepreneur, you can make quite a bit of money. You don't have to open up your own exchange. You don't have to like open up your own $1 million business or $100,000 business. You know, you can start like this. Start making money, see if you like it, and then just move on. Does that make sense? Let's look at the chat. Let's look at the chat here. So, I see Zorab is drinking coffee. Stream is going fine. Awesome. It's nice to know that. Hisham is not drinking anything. Why, man? Everyone say cheers to Hisham. Hisham, cheers, man. Gotta drink something, man. I'm thirsty as hell today. I had some Lebanese food. I didn't know what to order, because not that I didn't know what to order, but I couldn't decide what to order. So I had falafel, I had meat skewers, I had this other meat, I had a whole bunch of stuff, and I couldn't decide what to eat first, so I ate everything. Ever do that? Just eat everything. I was like, oh my God. And so that's what's going on. I'm also thirsty as shit. Let's move down. Anybody here from Lebanon? Iowa? Anyone from Lebanon here? All right. How much money you can make with crypto? Millions, dude. You can make millions. Hisham, you have no idea. We're going to move on to careers in crypto after this. You have no, I'll tell you how much they pay. It's insane amounts of money. Silly money. Content by Draft X111. Yes, sir. Georgia says hi. What's up? Zorab, drop shipping is a good job. Yes, it is very good. Juries, I can't pronounce these names. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry if I'm slurring your name, but you're drinking tea? Any flavor or tea or English tea? You're not from England. If it's 1:30 tea time. I don't think so. Tell me what kind of, okay. Jean, which flavors? Oh, he's asking too. Yeah, I'm curious as well. Green tea, Chinese tea. I'm not going to say a Trump joke now. There's a mosquito in here. God damn it. Okay. Is it still worth to use Ethereum mining? I would buy Ethereum straight out. I'm going to answer questions at the end, but I'll answer this one right now. I think it's much better to just buy any asset rather than mine it. You have less risk. You don't have to worry about machines. You don't have to lose time setting up the machines. You just buy the assets. We're in a bull market. It will go up, right? It will probably go up, probabilities. And even if it goes down, you'll save a lot of money on machines and everything. Will be sitting there, you know, so you can watch, I don't know, Pornhub or something on after. Right? So just buy the asset. When do you think the Altseason will start? We're going to talk about that later on. I think it's already started, but I'll explain what I mean in a second. Zorab answers right now. Hope it comes sooner. Elron, crypto, passive income. Okay. Make sure you don't buy any shitcoin. Yep. All right. Tell me about XRP. We're going to get into XRP soon. I made a few videos about XRP, but we are going to talk about XRP here. And if you're just joining the stream right now, make sure you click that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next live show, because our live shows are very unique in the sense that they are shit. No, just kidding. Different. They're different, okay? So now let's go on and move to a crypto career. And here's the deal with a crypto career. Either you have one of these talents or know one of these career paths I'm going to tell you, and you can combine it in crypto, right? Like, for example, if you are a lawyer or if you are an accountant, you can pivot into crypto right now and make a shitload of money. I'm telling you, huge need, especially if you don't have any yet in your country. Huge need, huge demand. Get into it. So we can talk about that. Or we're going to talk about skills that you can learn, okay? So, for example, programmers and developers are hugely in demand. Did I get it? Sorry, but I'm going to kill that mosquito. Developers and programs are huge in demand right now, right? And the best way to learn how to become a programmer, in my mind, is either with Ivan Ontek's Academy or for the University of Nicosia, if you want to go a little bit more business sort of credibility and so on, I would go there, right? And another thing you could do is become an ambassador. So if you're good looking for me, for example, if you're very good looking, very smart, and like a genius, you can like become an ambassador. Now, I don't want to become an ambassador right now, but you can become an ambassador if you look like me, right? Also, if you don't look like me and if you're a girl, you can become an ambassador. And they make quite a bit of money as well, by the way, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot easier to do. Now, you can become a CMO if you are into marketing. You can become a CMO for a company and make a lot of money, doing marketing for companies, because most companies don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to marketing. I'm telling you, these crypto companies have a lot to learn when it comes to marketing. They should start with my playbook, which is let me show you actually. So they just start by getting this crypto marketing playbook right, and believe me, they'll learn a lot. And you could do it in sales. They could definitely do with sales, right? Because essentially sales is also sales copy, is how to write stuff so you can convert more. It's a much needed thing in crypto. Right, so if you're in sales, if you know sales copy, if you know how to set up landing pages and so forth, and you can do the sales copy for those, if that makes sense. Or you can get in contact with other companies and talk to them, or go to exhibitions and so on. There's a lot of things in sales that revolves around sales that you might want to be getting into. YouTube manager makes quite a bit of money, very good money. I was a YouTube manager for Tone Vase for about 8 months. So if you know a YouTuber and you need somebody to manage his YouTube channel, you can download TubeBuddy, for example, that lets you do insights and searches and so on. I'll leave a link down in the description after the video, though, to TubeBuddy, because you can make a lot of money being a YouTube manager. That said, you could also do video editing. If you know how to do video editing, you can learn video editing. We always need video editors. I have an amazing video editor right now. That if I could, I'm telling you, if things keep on going the way they're going, I'm going to actually ask him to come to Greece. I'll fly him to Greece and house him and give him more money, because it's a needed thing, right? It's a needed thing. And I like to take care of my own people that are with me from the beginning. And he's amazing. He edits all my videos, by the way, just so you know. Even those 1-minute videos, he's the one that does it, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm a video director. I can edit videos. Just a video editor could always do it better, and it frees up time for me to do other things. So people need that. Does that make sense? By the way, comment down below if you have any of these skills or if you want to learn any of these skills. You can become a graphic designer. If you are a graphic designer, you can say to companies, hey, let me design something for you for free. Or if you see a company that's doing a logo and a crap logo, just do it for them for free and send it to them. Like, do something, try and get with them. And let me open up the air conditioner here. And then basically you can work as a graphic designer and you can start making money along the road, down the road. And that can involve in other things. There you go. Right? Consultant, you can do consulting work like I do for companies. You can do consulting for companies and make quite a bit of money. And we're not talking about small money. I don't know what because different money is different money in different countries for different people. Like for me, good money is anything over 10,000, 15,000 euro. But you can make anything from 3,000 to 8,000 euros at least in any of these I mentioned, and possibly more, right? An advisor, most advisors actually sit around doing nothing, but there are advisors that actually work. Like for example, I was an advisor, I was a board of director for a couple of companies, and I actually did their sales and their marketing, and I advised them and I trained them, I did some coaching. It's very different. Most advisors, they just don't do nothing, they put their name there, and it's for clout or for reputation, right? So you could do that, but maybe you can become an advisor that actually does something. You can become a community manager, a PR, you can do public relations, you can become a Telegram moderator, you know. I mean, I'm going to be choosing some moderators, by the way, for this channel, just in case. Pretty soon we'll start getting spammed and get stupid people in here. I'm going to have some moderators for this channel, by the way. If you guys want to practice your mod skills, if you will, and maybe I can reward you with some stuff. And you can become a social media manager, just become an expert. And you know, all these jobs right here, they're learnable. I mean, it'll take you a year or two, but you have to understand that even if you want to become a trader, even if you want to become an investor, it will take 1 or 2 years for you to learn how to trade properly. You have to read technical analysis, you have to learn it, you have to learn candlesticks. And yeah, a lot of people will tell you you don't need that and everything, but the truth is, you need it, and you need hands-on experience. And 1 or 2 years might sound like a lot of time, but it's not. It really isn't. And man, I mean, to become a doctor, you need what, 6, 8 years? A lawyer, another 8 years, right? And that costs money to learn and everything. You can become a trader and make more money than them, right? So there's always things to do in crypto. So when people tell you to invest in crypto, to get into crypto, it's not just about buying or trading. You can do a whole bunch of things, or learn a whole bunch of things, or apply your skills to this industry so you can, you know, become something, do things, right? It's all learnable, all learnable. Let me check out the comments, by the way, real quick. I'll be checking out the comments, but please save your questions for the AMA at the end, which is after I announce who's gonna win, who won last week's competition, and what we're gonna do for the next one. Let me check out the comments. People are laughing, don't know about what. Tell me about the XRP future. Hold up. Let me look at my crystal bottle. All right. We're going to talk about XRP later. We're going to talk about XRP later. And the more I drink, the more profitable I'll be. But profitable. But yeah, we'll talk about it, but no one knows 100%. I can tell you probabilities. Yes, I just want to make that straight. But we'll talk about it. Okay, he's laughing. Oh, you were laughing at the Pornhub thing. Okay, got you. Cryptocurrency start to matter. Why and how did cryptocurrency? Ask me again later on. Very good question, by the way. It was very. What have you not been, man? You have been everything, advisor. Yeah, listen. Fun fact: if you Google my name, don't do it now. Do it like after the live stream, or do it on a different tab. But if you Google my name, you'll see a whole bunch of things I've done, and I've been quite successful at them. I like working. Well, actually, I'm lazy, but I like doing things. I like creating things, right? So, and I have this thing where I just when I get into something, I just focus and I just can't get out. I can't stop. So I get obsessed. So, if you don't have skills, but want to earn business by doing nothing. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Very chooser. Yes. Okay. So let's move on. So let's talk about the best investment you can make in crypto. What is the best investment you can make right now? And the best investment you can make right now is in yourself. And what I mean by yourself, because a lot of people don't understand what yourself investing in yourself is, and they don't understand why we say this. But if somebody came to me and said, "I have 100 euros to invest in myself," I would say, start with books and courses. Start with books, right? Look, you have books right here. This is just my little studio home office thing. I got a bunch of books inside. And you invest in books and you actually read the books. And I don't want to, sound like Tai Lopez or anything, but even though I like him, but you need your knowledge. You want to get your knowledge, right? And start investing in yourself, because the more you know, it's not just what you read. You learn to learn. And your brain learns to learn and learns to function and think of other things. And then you have a base of knowledge which will give you future learning abilities that you don't have. For example, if you know how to if you know something with mechanics, you'll be able to understand something else, if that makes sense. Like, one ties into the other. So you need to invest in yourself with books, with courses, and even if, and generally in your life and career, you want to learn more things, and don't forget about your health. People forget that health is an investment. This is my home studio. I don't go to the gym right now, but I work out at home. There you go. I got my weight sets right there. Okay, I got, if you look over here, I got things on the wall. I got this, I'm drilling some holes up there to put a machine. I'll even show you the holes. Look, see those holes? I fucked up. Yeah, I even drilled those so I can put like a pulling machine so I can work out in the morning because the gyms are closed, right? And even when the gyms are open, it's gonna take a while for me to go back. So I work out at home. You have to invest in yourself, right? In your health and everything. And what you drink. And sure, you might be thinking you're drinking whiskey right now, but it's gold label. It's not a shitcoin whiskey. It's a Bitcoin whiskey or an Ethereum whiskey. Anyway, so you gotta invest in yourself. That's the best investment you can make in yourself. And if you wanna learn sales, if you wanna learn success mindset, and if you wanna learn more about this, you can visit my other channel on YouTube. If you go to the home after the stream, you can go to my homepage and it's listed down below, or you can go to my name, Paul Democritou, put it in YouTube, and you'll find my other channel. It's named Paul Democritou, and there I talk about sales, success mindset, and so on, and a lot more things. So you can check out that. You can see my earlier crypto videos as well. I've deleted most of them though. All right, so moving on. I want to talk a little bit about XRP. I want to talk about Ripple a little bit. All right, a little bit of alcohol now and then is okay. So I want to talk about XRP. I was an MC, dude. Of course I'm going to drink alcohol, dude. I was a video director at MC. I wouldn't go on stage without drinking. Zyro did a Google about my name and he read a bit about me. Did you read about all the strip clubs, dude? All right, anyway, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about XRP and explain the situation here because a lot of people have it twisted. I made a couple of videos on XRP and the XRP army attacked me. Not as much as I thought though. I had a lot of XRP people giving me respect, I guess because I put things in context properly. But some people watched only half of the video and didn't see the ending where I explained things, which is weird because it's a 1 minute video. I made some other videos too that I updated that, but still they like to watch the older video. And that's fine, I understand. But it tells you something about tensions. This is why I try to make short videos so people will actually watch the videos, right? That said, so the SEC filed a lawsuit against XRP and Ripple Labs, which dropped down the price. And everyone's saying how it's like FUD and, it's all that. And they're comparing it to things that they shouldn't compare it on. First of all, I explained that I sold my XRP position that I was in since 2017. See, in 2017, I sold my position at $2 on the way down, and then I sold again at 70 cents. I then kept the rest of my bag for it to go up again, and it didn't. Now, I explained in my first video that XRP is going to drop down as it gets delisted from exchanges or suspended until delisted. We'll have a dead cat bounce and keep on going down, which it did. Then I made a few more videos saying that it might go up again, but the risk-reward ratio is not there because it has to pass a certain resistance. And I talked about how they might do something behind closed doors, make a good deal, and it might go up again. Now, since then, I learned that XRP tried to settle with the SEC behind closed doors 3 times, and the SEC denied this. This isn't good. This means the SEC wants to fight, not XRP. Now, if you are holding XRP, if you like XRP, don't get mad, okay? Let's talk about this. When I got out of XRP, I got another coin that went up. Now, you can tell me XRP can go up, and it will, and it did. But while it didn't, I was making money on that other coin, namely SNX, Synthetics. Now, that said, I can get back into XRP anytime I want. I can get back into XRP after it goes, breaks resistance, goes with 40 cents. Oh, you're buying back higher. So what? If XRP breaks resistance and they win the SEC lawsuit and it starts going up to 40 cents or $1 even, I'd buy it. Because if it breaks $1, it's probably going to break all-time highs like everything else at $3.16, I think it was. And it will probably 5x or 10x from there. You're probably looking at a $5 or $10 XRP. But why should I risk being into it now? Now, there is a case made for buying when it went very low at 17 cents. I did not. But you can do that. That does make sense. I'm not against that. I'm not against buying XRP as long as you make it into Bitcoin after. With your gains. And that goes for every other coin. So don't get me wrong. I want to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I just thought it was funny. But I have no problem with that, right? Now, there are safer investments. And, you know, a lot of people tell me, like, oh, look, XRP is not going to go up 10,000% in one day. I can always get back in. And if it does go up in 10,000% in one day, it's going to drop 10,000% in one day. So, and then you can buy on the drop. So don't FOMO in, don't rush in, right? And I think it's crypto influencers' fault. It's YouTubers' fault, actually, especially when they say buy the dip, it's going down, buy when it's down. You know, when there's fear, buy when there's blood in the streets. Yes, unless the SEC is going to close your ass down. And we have to wait and see what happens with that, right? We have to, and because we don't know. And the SEC, they might just fine them. But if they don't want to settle, I don't think they want to fine them. And for those, and for the people in Ripple and XRP telling me, what about Amazon, what about Tesla? They won against the SEC. It's a whole different situation. Tesla and Amazon did not do an ICO. They did not get, they did not openly get market makers to pump the price and dump their stocks with the market makers making their stocks go up. They did not do that, right? It just doesn't work that way. So there's a very big difference, okay? So you have to know when to jump ship and get into something else. I've done it quite a few times. And you have to learn this in business as well. You have to know when to jump ship in business too. You hear Grant Cardone going 10x this, 10x that. Yeah, but there's no point in 10xing in the desert. You have to know when to take your losses and get into something else and recover those losses, if you will. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Just put down yes if you agree. Hit that like button if you agree. Hit the dislike button if you disagree. Make sure you don't lose your wife. Oh, wits. I was about to say. I don't lose my wits, dude. I might get funnier. That's about it. I don't get drunk. If I do get drunk, you won't get it. You won't know. You didn't get drunk. You can move is normal. I love your short videos. So do I. Do the easiest thing I ever did. It's like unscripted and everything. But really, people want to get to the point. Another thing I don't like, a lot of YouTube channels, they make a 10-15 minute video to answer a 10-second question. You don't need it. If it takes 30 seconds to answer a question, use 30 seconds to answer a question. You don't need to make a huge-ass intro. So let's say, for example, there was a question somebody asked me. I was saving it to the end, all right? I'll answer it right now. Okay, there was a question by Ahmad. How is the blockchain ledger different from an ordinary one? Okay? And you got a crypto like YouTube channel. Hey, welcome back. My name is this. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Check out my my Discord channel, my Twitter channel. Like my Instagram channel. Make sure you subscribe. If you didn't subscribe, and hit those notification buttons. Smash it. As a matter of fact, click it 3 times to make sure you subscribe. And share this video with a friend. And I'm going to answer why a blockchain ledger is different than an ordinary one after this fucking 15-second intro or 30-second intro showing a whole bunch of shit you don't care about. Then I'm going to come back and re-ask the question and reaffirm the question, ask you to like again, ask you to subscribe again, ask you to share the video, ask you to support the channel. Make sure you check out my affiliate links, which are down below in the description, right? And you do all of that. And then you do some really cool graphics and everything. And then your answer is, the blockchain ledger is automatic. And the other one isn't, with just human hands. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like the button, and make sure you do this, and watch next week, because I'm going to answer another 1 second question for an hour. I don't like that. If it takes 30 seconds to answer a damn question, answer the damn question, right? If you're doing a live stream, it's okay, because a live stream, it's more interactive and everything, but videos should be as long as they need to be. At least that's the way I'm doing it, and that's what I'm bringing to the table. Anyway, so that's the, and also, you know, people buying the dip. You know, people were buying Hertz when he went bankrupt and Wirecard because they wanted to buy the dip. There's certain dips you just don't buy, right? Okay. And don't be biased. Like, don't fall in love with your investment. I mean, you love XRP, you like XRP, that's fine. But don't go around falling in love with it. It's like falling in love with a stripper. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, I've had a couple of girlfriends that were strippers. One was great. I had another girlfriend that was stripper. But let me give you an example. So I was dating this stripper. So back when I was a club owner, I used to own this club, this bar club sort of thing. And you know, I met this stripper a while ago. I thought she was really cute. I didn't meet her at a club or anything. I didn't know she was a stripper, by the way. But I met her, and at a friend's house, as you do. And basically we started dating. And she was hot, dude. She was really hot. I mean, I was walking into the club. I had this like tall girl next to me, blonde, hair down. Her figure was like godly. I mean, like a statue. And I was a good-looking guy in my day as well, right? So we were a good couple. We would walk in, people would turn around and talk, oh my God, you know, it's a nice couple. Actually, they were looking at their ass. But anyway, she was like somebody to look at. They really liked her. And I was proudly walking with her. And we went out a couple of times, and I took her to this club. And it was like an underground club where I used to MC at. So we went down there, and I was walking all proud and everything, my girl and everything, like Johnny Walker Black. I used to drink black back then at the bar. I used to get everything free, by the way, because it was a VIP. I was sitting at the bar, and then I see this guy come up to her. And he's like, hi, and she's like, hi. And they start kissing on the mouth. I'm telling you, I'm just sitting there, right? And I see this, my girlfriend just kissing someone on the mouth like this. So I look back at the barman. I'm like, can I get, you know, get the drink? And I drink all casually, look around like nothing's going on because I was embarrassed, but I didn't want to create a scene. I can't create a scene. I was like, I'm a known celebrity. I was a known celebrity back then. I didn't want to create a scene, someone kissing my girlfriend. Anyway, they stopped kissing at some point. The guy's like, he introduces himself. I think his name was Carlos. He might have not been Carlos, but he looked like a Carlos. You know, like how people look like their names? Like Carlos, he had like a ponytail and everything, and like fucking chest out with this t-shirt, and his chest was like pumping up, and you could tell he shaved and put baby oil, some shit like that. And, you know, he looked like a Carlos, okay? And, you know, like Adams, like all Adams look like Adam back. He looked like a Carlos. And so he says, like, whatever, and he goes away. So I'm like sitting there casually with my drink. I think her drink. I gave her her drink, and she went to kiss me. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And she's like, oh, you're not going to be like that now. He was just a friend. You just kissed him. You're jealous. You're this. I'm like, no. I just don't feel like kissing every man at the party because I don't know if she kissed him and did some other shit before. I mean, that was weird. You know what I mean? So, and she's like, oh, you're weird and this and that. I'm like, yeah, totally understand. And she's like, oh, you're going to be all jealous right now and everything. And she was, I'm like, listen, let's just be friends. And she was just being weird. And I'm like, you know what? I paid for the drinks. I'm like, hey, listen, enjoy your night. Love sharing my time with you. Take care. And I left. And I tried to do it as discreetly as possible. Anyway, it's just, you got to know when to leave. You should not fall in love with the wrong person, if that makes sense. And I hope none of you can, I kind of hope you can relate to that story, but I hope you don't at the same time. I hope you didn't get fucked over like that, but that's basically one of my stories. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin and Ethereum and what we're doing with those, because basically you want to be accumulating Bitcoin and you want to be accumulating Ethereum. If you believe that Bitcoin will go to 100 to 140,000 by the end of this year, which I think it will, it might even go more, I'm talking conservative, and Ethereum will go to 5 to 8,000 in the midterm, possibly 20,000 in the long term, and that's conservative. This is what you want to be accumulating, because while Bitcoin will move up slower and Ethereum faster but slower than the other coins, they will also go down slower and drop less, whilst all the other coins will make huge moves. Does that make sense? And what you want to do is you want to accumulate, you want to get these coins, take your profits, and put them into Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then towards the end maybe put them more into Bitcoin, and then sell when you're ready. But that's the way you can. If Bitcoin is at 140,000 and drops 10%, everything drops 50, and you decide that's the top, at least you'll have your profits. Does that make sense? Or if it does drop and you don't get to sell, at least you'll have more to work with to get back into altcoins and so on for the next cycle. So you want to be accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you want to be using Altseason to your advantage. And this is something else. I want to say something here that you guys need to take care of, and you need to be careful. And that's all these pump groups on Telegram or pump groups in certain places. Because what they do is, they have like 100, I had a friend send me a message. It's like, listen, there's this group with 180,000 people, and they're pumping this coin. And what they do is at 6 o'clock, everybody goes in and they pump this coin, and then they take profits. And they tried it. Here's the deal why I wasn't interested, and you have to know this. If I have a pump group and I can pump a coin with a group, you have to understand this coin has to be very low market cap and liquidity for me to be able to do that. And when it pumps up, right, even if the price is up here, you cannot take your profit because it will knock the price down, or you won't be able to. What these people do is, they'll say, I'm pumping this with this coin, everyone will start buying into it, but they're going to start selling immediately and taking profits on the way up. The only person that makes money from a coin like this is the people that started. It's a scam, and it's a shit coin, okay? You cannot do that on Ethereum. You cannot do that in Bitcoin, right? Unless you're whales, and even they have a hard time. Does that make sense? So stay away from that. Be very careful. Probably make a couple of 1-minute videos about this stuff, by the way. And let's move on. A lot of influencers, I keep on seeing influencers are telling you to, they're telling you to buy this coin, buy that coin, buy this coin. They start telling you about all these coins, and they say do your own research and make sure, but they give you 100 coins to invest in. And if you invest in 100 coins, you might not have enough money to invest in 100 coins, but even if you do, you end up with like $20 in each coin, and you're not going to make shit. It doesn't work that way. And you know what I mean? And make your own research. What if they're wrong? They just like talking about something, and they put all the stress and responsibility on you, which it should be. The stress and responsibility should be on you. But what I do want to do here, I want to give you a portfolio for you, a basic portfolio. For example, if you have 1,000, if you have 5,000, if you have 10,000, if you have 50,000 monopoly money, whatever, and you want to invest in crypto, I'm going to give you a portfolio right now that you can invest in that's safe, that can be high earning, and then you can use this as a basis. Not financial advice, it's portfolio advice, but not portfolio advice. Do your own research, all that shit you say, so they don't sue you and you don't get in trouble. But it's portfolio advice, okay? So what I'm going to do is do this. And I give this to my friends, right? And I suggested this to people buying me that I trust. I tell them, listen, just do this, and forget about everything else, okay? And the first thing you got to understand is you have to hold Bitcoin and Ethereum and accumulate into those. We know this. We understand this. So, for example, 50% will be Ethereum and Bitcoin, okay? And that's your hodl position, okay? Now, you then want to get into something like DeFi and other trending things, but mid-caps, but safer coins that have a lot of potential, that have long-term potential. Because remember, shit coins might pump fast and go down fast. Long-term potential coins go up and hold, right? Before they go down. So here I'm gonna recommend Link, which is an oracle for the DeFi. And you have to understand that there's a lot of oracles out there. And yes, there are oracles that might be like a lower market cap that can pump much more. And yes, a lot of YouTubers will tell you that, but you have to understand that Link is established, it's a market mover, it's trusted, And the big companies like Microsoft, Ernst & Young, whatever, they're not going to go into shit coins as Oracle solutions. They might invest in them or work with them, but they're going to invest and use expensive coins. A, for competition. B, for safety. C, for provability, and so on. They're not going to go to some shit stuff, right? Because they have responsibility, they have a company, they have reputation, and so on. They can't risk that. They want something that works, which is also why Ethereum is working, and there's no Ethereum killers out there. Because Ethereum works as an alliance, as an established base, there's a lot of stuff already on there, and you don't have to learn a new language to use it. It's a lot of things that people disregard. This is getting cold in here now. That people fail to understand. So I'm not telling you it's bad to invest in smaller caps and moonshots, but I'm giving you a portfolio. So you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have Link, you have ADA Cardano, and this is more of a now play, mid play. I would turn half of my profits into Ethereum when the time comes. And you also have Synthetics, SNX, also as a DeFi play. That's basically my other one. Then you have a little bit lower, you can have your DOT, your Polkadot, and your VeChain position. I actually suspect, and I can't vouch for this, but I suspect VeChain will actually get into Coinbase will be listed. Not sure if it will, I'm just saying. And then you can have your smaller coins on DeFi and so on and stuff like that, like TrustSwap, Aave, and Anchor, which you can hold and then change into the other coins as time goes by, as they pump. Now, these coins are good enough to hold for longer as well, even the smaller coins. So you can still have your position into Ethereum or Bitcoin and keep the rest of your position. Does that make sense? So let me just recap. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, Cardano, Synthetics, Polkadot, VeChain, Aave, Swap, TrustSwap, and Anchor. And then essentially you can swap out and put your little Polka starters or your Ren or whatever you want to do, but your basis should be this portfolio. Does that make sense? All right. Now, okay, I have some announcements to make. Let me check out the chat. Let me check if you're all following me. All right. You are not native English speaker. Zorab, I am and I'm not. I was born in London. Then I came to Greece and I bastardized my accent with American. And then I was an MC, so I learned gangster lingo. And it depends who I talk to and so on. I get my British Tourette sometimes. Like if I talk to some of the English, I will suddenly start talking like this and start talking in my English accent. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's 1/2 tea time. Let's go back to American. It's weird. It's very weird. I'm Greek, by the way. If you're one, Greek Cypriot, and I also have some Armenian blood in me. So, some crypto YouTubers upload a whole lot of bullshit videos. Yeah, 95% of crypto YouTubers upload for them to get watch time, and obviously, and click-through rate, which basically everyone does it. Even I do. Well, I don't do that because I make the short videos. My watch time is my live streams. But essentially, they want to get 10-minute videos and up so they can get extra ad revenue. Now it's 8 minutes, so they can get more ads in there. I don't want to have ads on my videos. At some point, I will monetize this channel, but I'll have one ad in the beginning. Does that make sense? I'm not gonna, and which is gonna be skippable. I don't like, putting ads on my videos. Now, if you do see ads on my videos, please understand that's not me. That's YouTube. They have a new policy where they put ads on your videos until you are eligible to monetize your videos, which you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I have, and 4,000 watch time, which I don't, because I don't make 10, 15 minute videos for the sake of making them so I can get watch time. So it's going to take more time to monetize. And when I do monetize, it's just so they don't put their crappy adverts on my videos. Does that make sense? And I'll just put one in the beginning so I can cut them out. And it'd be nice to make some money on this channel for my editor and so on, but I'm just saying, because everything comes out from my pocket. My gifts, everything, it all comes out from my pocket, just so you know. All right, yes, he agrees. Some crypto, yeah. Another one saying about bullshit videos. By the way, I will sometimes swear on my videos. I make that quite clear in my intro video. If you haven't seen my introduction video on my channel, I urge you after you close this live stream, go watch my intro video. Just go to my channel, watch my intro video. You'll see what this channel is about, what I'm trying to do. Everyone's talking about the long interviews and the gestures. My gestures are Greek. We are Greek. We talk with our hands. All right. Take the profit and go chase another coin. I take the profit into Ethereum and Bitcoin and then decide if I want to chase another coin. Indeed, in stories there are lessons to be learned. Yep. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Yes, sir. You can risk a little bit too, though. A lot of people will tell you to only invest what you're willing to lose, or you can lose, but I'm telling you to risk a little bit too. If he who doesn't risk does not get to taste the champagne. Just make sure it's a calculated risk, okay? Because different people, they might not be able to afford to lose $200, but they might not understand that $200, yes, they can afford it. People don't explain this. When you say do not invest more than you can afford to lose, doesn't mean I want $200 to go out with my girlfriend, another $200 to buy my drinks, another $200 to go to a club, or I don't know, buy a car or whatever. It's with risk tolerance. So if you are younger, you can afford to lose more because you can make it back. If you are working a job and you have skills and you know you'll be making money every month and you have money on the side, you can afford to lose that money or some of that money because you can make it back. As you get older, you cannot afford to lose as much. Does that make sense? A lot of people don't explain this. And you end up with people investing $20 into crypto expecting to become millionaires. Okay. If you're thinking about buying a link and it's currently a high price and you're going to wait for it to go down to $10 or $12, the money you were going to buy link, put half of it in it right now, and then wait for it to go down to $10. And if it goes down, put another half. That way, you'll average out to the price you wanna buy it at. And then if it goes up, you won't have to worry about buying at a higher price. And then if it goes down, don't worry about it's going down. Maybe it'll go down more. So buy some now, and then wait for it to go down and buy some more. Don't put everything in all the time at the same time. Does that make sense? Just my advice. This is my advice. Polkadot long-term target is $50. I don't like putting targets. I like putting. I like having a speculative target, which is usually 3 times as much as the coin. Then I put another one 5 times, and then I have what it's called let it ride. But I don't speculate too much. I think Polkadot will do good. I think for $50 is very possible, by the way. What are the most exciting reasons to become involved with digital currencies? Money, dude. I'm in it for the money. A lot of people say they're in it for the tech. I'm in it for the money. Just making it very clear. I'm doing this for fun, for helping and doing stuff like that, but also to help me with my businesses, as in credibility. But I'm in crypto for the money. I did not buy Bitcoin to say I'm part of a technical revolution. I bought Bitcoin to make a shitload of profits. I'm being very honest. All right. Sometimes risks can fuck up your whole life. Yes, very true. But that's the afford you can lose part. Mike, yes, it does. I'm 43. It really depends. If you can afford $1,000 though, put in $1,000. If you can, afford 5,000, put in 5,000. You have to understand that I'm not making money from any of your investments as well. I'm not telling you where to go and buy. I'll suggest some links in the description. You don't have to use them. I'm just telling you what I would do. The portfolio I gave you guys earlier, I gave my friends, and my girlfriend, I actually bought her a portfolio for Christmas, which was exactly Link, Synthetics, and Ethereum. And I told her we're going to change half of those into Bitcoin when the time comes, just so you know. All right, let's move on. So we're going to be doing some interviews. We're going to be doing some giveaways and have a surprise guest in a few days. We should come out this week. So make sure you tune in for that. We're going to do more interviews. I think I talked about this in the beginning, that we're going to be doing a lot of interviews and stuff like that again on this video. not every day. I'm not going to bore you guys. The 1 minute videos will be daily. This is the way I see it. I'll be doing 1 minute videos daily. I'll be doing interviews time to time. I'll be going live every Sunday at 7 EEST time. But make sure to keep a lookout because I might go live during the week as a surprise if something happens, if I feel like it. Right? So keep that in mind. And then as time goes by, I'll see what I'm going to do with my businesses, hire some more people, and then focus more on this, and I'll have more of a better program and layout for you guys. So let's talk about last week's. So we're about to go into the AMA soon, where you can ask me anything and ask your questions. So start asking your questions in the chat right now so I can answer them. I don't know if I can go back and look for them. So make sure you ask your questions right now, and I'll look at them in 5 minutes. And I want to announce the winners from last week's competitions and then go into next week's competition. So, and I have a surprise this week. All right? I couldn't decide which way. So the competition was this. The best suggestion for how to win the prize would not only be used in next week's competition, but will also win the prize, last week's giveaway. But I could not decide who was going to win. So you all won. All right? So here's what I'm going to do. All of you win a digital copy to the Crypto Factor. And remember how I said in the beginning that investing in yourself is one of the most important things you can do? Make sure you read this book, because this book is not just about companies and what companies do and coins and shit like that. There's nothing to do with that. This book, it features the greats and the pioneers about how they became successful, how they did it, what their mindset is like, what their hobbies and habits are like. Basically, it shows you how to be successful in crypto. So if you want a career in crypto, if you want to get into crypto, if you want to study crypto, if you want to do anything in crypto, if you want to become successful in life, this book is for you, and you've all won it. Anybody that suggested last week a way to win for the next competition automatically has won this book. All you have to do is email me. If there's no lists or anything like that, just email me at paul@soverycrypto.com. I'm going to change that email pretty soon to Crypto Factor 1. I just don't have time to do it. But message me at paul@soverycrypto.com here. I'll write it down. paul@soverycrypto.com. Tell me who you are and your suggestion from last week's video, and I will just send it to you right there, and then I will answer to that email and send you the book. Does that make sense? I think it's the best way to do it. Right? So do that, and then what we'll do for next week, the prize for this week, actually, I'm going to give you this week's. For anybody that's watching right now that you just joined and you didn't get into last week, or even if you go into last week and you want to go in again, there's no problem. Next week contest, we're going to do this. All right? And next week's contest is going to win a Ballet card, right? And if you live somewhere where I can't send this hard wallet, this Ballet card is worth about $34. What I can do is I can send you $20 in Ethereum. I'm not going to send you $34 in Ethereum. I'll send you $20 in Ethereum because it's going to become more than $34 anyway. So you have a choice, a Ballet card or $20 in Ethereum. All right? I think the person that won Ethereum last week or 2 weeks ago asked me for Ethereum instead of a Ballet card. I think I sent them $40 in Ethereum. It's probably a lot more right now. But I can't keep on doing $40 all the time, guys. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? So $20 in ETH or a Ballet card. All right? And what I don't want to do is I don't want this YouTube channel to be focused on just winning prizes and everybody coming in and winning prizes. I don't want to start giving out $100 prizes or, make it about that. Because I want people to be here to learn, to have fun, to discuss, and to build a community. But I don't want to buy you, right? I'm just doing this as a way to, keep it more fun and maybe have some engagement, if that makes sense. So next week is a Ballet card or $20 in Ethereum. And here's what you have to do. The new contest is this, and we're going to go into the AMA. So make sure you ask your questions right down in the chat so I can get to them right after this. But the next contest is this. I need a saying for this channel, an outro. What do I mean? This is what I mean. In my other channel, Paul Democritou, every time I end the video, I say, all right, look forward to seeing you the next time, and until next time, keep succeeding. So until next time, keep succeeding is the way I end all my videos. On this channel, I don't have a saying to end my videos. So what you're gonna do after the live stream finishes, you're gonna comment down below in the description, not in the chat, in the description, an outro for this channel. It can be anything. It can be let's grow together, or let's go to a strip club, or no, but it could be something that will, and if you're a woman, there's men strip clubs too. Don't be all sexist or anything. I'm not sexist, I'm just saying. But I need an outro. I need like a gimmicky outro. And the one I use, or if I end up not using one listed in my own, the one that I like best, that's the one that's gonna win. So the outro I like best is the one I'm gonna probably use. You'll win the competition. Does that make sense? Right? And if I end up not using any, I'll still use the one I like best, and I'll still say the one I like best and still give you your $20 or your ballet card. Does that make sense? Right? Awesome. Ah, man. Okay. So I want to get into the AMA. I want to get into the questions. How we're gonna be answering some questions. And I got a couple of questions I want to ask from that I found on my feed. And one was, what's the difference between a blockchain ledger than an ordinary one? And I already answered before. The blockchain one is automatic. It's decentralized, if you will. It's programmed already in there, so that if somebody, for example, it's not done by human hands. Does that right? Whilst a normal blockchain is, right? It's feeded. It's automatic. And also Hisham Somroz asked, what do you think when the Altseason, when do you think the Altseason, and I really think the Altseason is right now. I just don't think it's very, it doesn't show, it doesn't look like it started, or people are still in disbelief, they don't think it started. I think it's already started. We can see that with Ethereum growing. And as Ethereum is growing, right, I think it's the best time I think it shows and signifies that Altseason is here. When you see Stellar pumping as much as it did, old projects pumping as much as they did, probably the last coin you sold to get into something else is pumping as it did. This is basically Altseason. Now, Altseason can last for a week, it can last for a few days, it can last a month. We don't know. It can be, there's many Altseasons in Altseasons. So if you have an Altseason for a month, you can have 2 weeks Altseason, then 3 days non-Altseason, get another week for Altseason. So we don't know how long it will last, but basically we're in it. I think we are in it. Sparkling water. Bubbles involved. All right. So let's go to the chat. Let's see if we have any questions. We're going to start answering questions here, and then we'll see what we're going to do after this. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Where were we? Great risk, great reward. What's in your portfolio? Yes. Okay. Great question. What's in my portfolio? Well, let's have a look. So other than what I said before, I gave you a portfolio before. That's my main portfolio, excuse me. So I have like 4 portfolios, okay? My main portfolio is my long-term portfolio, which I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have some Digibyte, this also, but just because I'm holding the bag from last time, Synthetics, and I have Swissborg, okay? That's like my long-term play. Now, this is gonna change because I got another play that's kind of long-term, which I move over to my other portfolio, if that makes sense. And here I have Ethereum, Link, Cardano, Synthetics, Dot, Polkadot, VeChain, and Ren. And I'm going to move some Link over there. I'm going to move some other stuff over there for longer term. I just have this one as a midterm tradable thing. I have them in a different wallet as well. It's for safety reasons and so on. Then I have my pump folio, if you will, if you can call it that, where I have Aave, I have TrustSwap, DOS, Anchor, OM, which I think is Mantra DAO, Band, Uni, not Unisoft, man, what's wrong with me? Uniswap, Sushi, Rari, but it's only because I get them for free, Polkastarter, and Bondly. Okay? And that's basically what I have. I got rid of most of my crap coins earlier on, and I got into these crap coins, and I just narrowed them down so I can have bigger positions in each, so it will be more effective to trade. Because also the fees are very high to trade as well, especially if you do it on Uniswap, so it makes sense to have more of something. And that's basically my portfolio, full transparent to you guys. I did have XRP, don't have XRP anymore. Josh Parson, worst part about using cryptocurrencies. Trading fees right now are very high, and sometimes it doesn't make sense to trade them from one token into another on Uniswap or anything else like Decred or whatever. You have very high fees, but at the same time, sometimes you have to, which is the reason if you have small positions, it's kind of fucked up in the sense that you can't really trade them, right? So I think that's the worst part of being in crypto. That, and if you haven't been in it for a few years, you get a lot more stress. I had a lot of stress earlier. And it's funny because you're like walking around like a Bitcoin millionaire one day, and the next day you're walking around, asking for some Dogecoin, if you get the reference. Please, man. Okay. So you'll be rich one day, poor the next. All right, let's move on. All right, you're expecting a Bitcoin Ethereum giveaway. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna look. I don't like giving Bitcoin Ethereum. I'll do it instead of the ballet card if I can't send it to you, and very rarely. I don't like sending positions of my Ethereum and Bitcoin because I'm investing in them. I'll do it sometimes, but I'm not gonna do it on the reg, and I don't want people to be here for that reason anyway. So if anybody's here for that reason, just to get ETH or Bitcoin or anything like that, tell me now. I'd rather give you some Ethereum now so you can just leave, and rather than have you waiting around just for that reason. Does that make sense? Either be here to build a community, build a family, and succeed together, or if you're short-minded, and I'm not saying this is you, by the way, I'm just giving an example. I'd rather not have so many people here, if that makes sense. This is not your typical crypto channel. I'm not like these other channels out here. This channel is not for everybody, right? We're building something here. All right. By the way, my book is worth $34. Not sure what the Kindle version is like, but it's a really good book. I took a lot of time to make this happen. And, you got people like Antonopoulos, John McAfee, Roger Ver, Ton of Vase. You got JR, Calvin Bradley, James Lee, Brian D. Evans, Naomi Brockwell. You got a whole bunch. This is forwarded by Joe Kahn from the Bad Crypto podcast. So it's a very, very, very good book, just letting you know. All right. What's your email so I can get my copy? paul@soverycrypto.com. When to sell crypto? Very good question. You sell crypto. Okay. What you do is you put a timeline for your investment. So let's say you want to cash out part or all your position in a year, let's say, for example. And then you have your goals. When you get out of crypto is how much profits you want. For example, if you want 10x profits and it happens in a month, there's no reason to wait for a year because you made your goal happen in a month. So you should get out. That said, I would take out half my position and wait till the end of the year. If it looks like it keeps on going up, I'd take out another half of my position and let the rest keep on going up. By that time, you're only in profit anyway, even if it goes down to zero. So basically, but it all depends on how much you want to make and how much you want to be in it. and what your targets are. It's very hard for me to answer that question, therefore. A lot of people give generic answers. It's not like that. So you get out when you need to get out. But I would always leave some in that there's an impossible loss position, if you will. When to invest? Hisham, you should invest right now, dude. You should invest right now, but not all your position you want to take. Invest some right now. Like if you have $1,000, invest $300 right now. And then invest another $300 if it goes down 5%, and another $300 if it goes down even more than that. And just hold. But don't put it all in because it might go down. But you should invest right now because it could definitely just go up. You won't be able to time this market. And all these people talking about technical analysis with probabilities, it's very hard to do in all-time highs. And as you saw, a lot of people were calling it for it to go back. They were calling for the drop, and they didn't because things change with institutions. And it might go back to what it was like in 2017, but it might not. So get in so you don't lose like potential, but don't get in with your full position. Have some position ready so you can buy back down lower, if that makes sense. All right, if someone wants to invest in Bitcoin and any kind of cryptocurrency today, would that be a smart move? I would say yes. I just sent a message to 3 of my friends telling them to buy Ethereum right now and to buy more if it goes lower, if that answers your question. There's no financial advice. That's the advice I gave my friends. I'm giving you the same advice to you because I believe you're also my friends. All right, thank you for joining me on this live stream. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. Hope you had fun. Push that like button and make sure you don't forget to send in the outro for next week's competition. Best outro will probably be used on this channel, but will also win next week's prize. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.